This is Joycey
and Blake,
and welcome to Savagely Scaled, the podcast where we celebrate the grit, the sweat, and the beautiful reality of scaling our way to greatness. Today we have a very special duo here at Savagely Scaled. They just wrapped up the CrossFit Open and they did it side by side. So we will have a few moments with them to ask them about how it went and also about their whole experience there. So let's get into it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
How exciting.
Okay, so like Joycey said, we are here with two very special guests. So it's kind of like a family episode, but also like, how did the Open treat you guys? Did you see some weaknesses? Did you see some strengths? Because you remember the Open isn't just a competition. It's more like a mirror into our season. So we have Katherine and Trisha Hanks. Let's start with the youngest. Katherine, tell us a little bit about your CrossFit journey. How long have you been doing CrossFit and who brought you into the CrossFit?
Yeah, how did you start?
I believe I was going to CrossFit for a little bit over 2 years now.
Wow.
And my mom is the one that brought me here, kind of by force. But
Tell me more.
I appreciate the honesty.
but I just grew into loving CrossFit. You know, it feels really good. You know, physically and mentally, it did help me a lot mentally. So just seeing the growth over those 2 years really felt empowering, I would say, to me.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see because as like seeing you from baby CrossFitter to like, even though you're, teenage adult.
You're still a baby to us.
Yeah. You're like in those teenage CrossFit years and how much you have like tremendously grown. And your daughter is one of the ones we talked about. Like all of the coaches do talk about how much she has grown and all of her potential, and just so glad that she comes to class. So
as a person too, I would say, above the gym, like social
a lot of the members,
yeah,
are starting to understand your personality and everything. It's really cool to see.
It does take me a little bit to open up, it just, the community, you guys help me open up, and I just love talking to you guys.
I love talking to you too.
You're awesome.
Yeah. It was cool though, because your brother came too, and that's when I really saw a personality come out. And I was like, there's Katherine. But it was also you were still trying to grow as your brother was like, I can do that. And you were like,
very competitive for sure.
I can do it too. So I loved that, but you've continuously done it, even though he's stopped for a bit. And it's nice when I sit down and Dave will talk about you, or even Chris Simmons, and nothing but great things.
Aww.
I think Coach Jason said something the other day too.
Oh, yeah.
I think he was talking to a newer member and I overheard him, and he was like, oh, the Hankses, and they're one of the most consistent members, and you'll see Katherine and Trisha, and sometimes they're here together, but always stand by them. And it was just really sweet. Yeah. And so he gave you a huge shout out for just consistency. And I give that to her. Mm-hmm. It did start off with dragging you along, but now she's on her own. You make your schedule, you do your thing. And
the first class she came by herself, and I was like, where's your mom? Like, oh, she's not coming.
I know. I was like, what? I love it.
Baby CrossFitter out of the nest.
And now I don't even ask, like, where's your mom? Unless I know that she signed up, and then all of a sudden she doesn't sign up, and then everybody flocks to her.
Yeah, everyone asked me, like, where's your mom? Where's Trisha? I'm like,
she was supposed to be here.
Thanks for handling my PR for me.
It's fine.
All the fans.
They do the same thing. I feel like no one's ever excited to see me, because if they see me and you're not there, where's Katherine? She's got a life, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm a person.
Well, that's what I tell them. I'm like, well, she was in a meeting, or you have plans tonight, so she couldn't make it. And they're like, oh, but she signed up, and I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm like,
you are my gym bestie, so bummer we can't hang out.
Yeah, you're my gym bro.
And then we have Trisha. And how long have you been doing CrossFit again?
3 years.
Oh,
Almost. Wait, did I do my math right?
I don't know.
I feel like it's been
4.
more.
I think 4.
Yeah, because you're...
I'm hitting 6.
6. Oh, yeah, then you have to be.
Yeah. Man,
Is your husband ever going to join? Or are you going to get him to join?
I've asked a couple times. I have never seen him say anything that would make him interested in it, but I swear if he just tried it,
he might get hooked. Yeah,
he's an indoor kid.
Yeah.
You might have to drag him in for a partner WOD or something and see how he does.
I might
give him a soft intro.
When he came, I did the barbell mayhem, or I forget, that might have been it, and he had showed up and he was cheering me on. I was like, cool, huh?
Oh yeah,
look at the vibes.
Yeah, we were with him. You know, it was really cool to see, and he was like, "Yeah, this is kind of cool. I wouldn't do it though."
He's like, "It's really cool for you.
Yes,
I love what it's doing for you." Can I go back to where I want to be?
Can I go back to my game room?
100%.
It's not for everybody. I get that. I respect it.
Your game room's pretty awesome anyway, so I can't blame the guy.
It's the best game room I've ever seen. Yes. It's top notch. It's like Disney can't even top that. I don't even think so. It's pretty cool.
Yes. But let's go back to the open.
Okay.
How many opens have you guys done?
2, I believe. Yeah, 2.
And I think I've only done 3 because one year I wasn't here.
Okay. So with that and with this open, what were your thoughts about it? Did you like this open compared to the other open? If you remember the other opens, I remember certain opens, and if I did well, there's some opens that I do really well. There were some workout opens that I'm like, that year sucked because of this. Like, it kind of can expose some things, but also like enlighten you to how you're doing. So how did this open overall feel for you?
Well, I will say, although I was not as happy with my personal performance, I actually really liked this open. It was very accessible. It was very easy to step in. And not this is always an indicator, but it really was one where I was able to go in an RX all 3, which that is a first. So that was really exciting. And
last year would have been it too.
As we've discussed previously. But it was different than what I recall the last ones being. And although maybe not super exciting, it wasn't thrilling in any way. I thought it made it more approachable and less nerve-wracking.
I think that too. Like when Joyce and I have talked about it, it seemed like good for everybody. And I feel like that's what CrossFit is trying to get back to. Coming from opens where it used to be 5 weeks. And I loved that.
That would be cool.
A lot of people don't like that because of the sustainability. And it was more of like you had each week got harder and harder. And I know some people, pull-ups are really hard for people. So they go, why do I do the open? Because there's pull-ups in a workout or things like that. And I felt like this one was a little bit less intense, even though we had pull-up and chest bar and ring muscle-ups. There were still movements that we were able to do like lunges and snatches. So how did you feel about this open?
I felt more comfortable going than the first one I went to. I vividly remember my first one, but it felt less. I remember being very nervous because the first one I didn't know what to expect, but this one, it felt more fun, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, even if the workout was super tough and difficult, but I still had a lot of fun, even if I was dying after the workout. But I just loved seeing everyone there and, you know, cheer everybody on. And it just felt more fun to me with this one.
Did the themes help this year?
A little bit, yeah.
Maybe crowd surfing helped too.
Yeah.
I definitely loved the themes. I thought the themes was a very cool touch, and I think we should totally like continue to do that.
I feel like we should have like music themes like throughout the eras or something like with each one too. But yeah,
I like that idea.
I'm with you. I loved the themes that were picked this season.
They were good.
They were really good. They weren't like the normal themes that you see.
True.
Because you always see 80s night, you always see country or cowboy night too. I just really liked, and it made people like step out of their comfort zone or dress up and just do, I don't know, like even the gym decorations were
Oh yeah.
Pretty
really cool
yeah.
too. Like our little photo area each week.
I love the little like the fairly shiny stuff. That's always fun.
the streamers.
The
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
streamers.
I was gonna say, but yeah, for all of those that weren't there, Catherine totally went crowd surfing in
yeah.
our second CrossFit Open workout.
Emo
night?
punk
Yeah.
night.
Oh, it was the coolest thing ever.
It looked so cool. It looked like a lot of fun. Oh,
Yeah,
man.
for her.
It just happened so fast. I just remember seeing her like, oh
She
my
was
gosh,
like,
she's on the air.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that was your moment, man. You got to take it.
I think that was really good for you too.
Yeah.
For people to be like, oh, she's just all game for it. It's like,
Right?
yeah, that's her. That's
She's down, man.
So what did you feel this open exposed you to? Was it a movement that challenged you? Was it a workout that challenged you that really exposed like, oh, I need to work on that more? Or, oh, I really did, like I pushed myself? What part of this open exposed you?
I can only do the jumping pull-ups for now, and I guess that kind of like made me think, I should probably work on that.
Well, we've seen some stuff in class where you have done pull-ups.
Yeah, but not like a proper one. You know.
No, I feel like there's been a couple, but it's also you had lunges
Yeah.
and you had snatches before it. So maybe like under fatigue, don't sell yourself short on that because I've seen some
That's fair.
pull-ups.
That's fair. And in the last day, I did the RX weight for the thrusters.
That's right.
That surprised me.
How'd you feel like going through that? Did you question yourself? How'd you feel about
Like, what was going through your mind?
At first I was like, oh yeah, I can totally do the RX weight for thrusters, but then doing the practice, it kind of like, I guess dawned on me being like, oh, this is probably more difficult than I thought. And I kind of got in my head a little bit too much and I started like freaking out, but I did it. So there's that.
You did.
Yeah.
It's hard.
killed it.
Warm-up area is it's rough because we're really, really cold in warm-up area. It's not like classes. We are there warming you up, but it's hard to sometimes be like, okay, I'm going to lift that. I mean, your mom had one last year where she came in with a dumbbell and I said no. And she's like, I didn't warm up with that. Well, that's not my issue.
I could see it in your face, Catherine, when you came out. And you definitely had some self-doubt, I think. So all I can say is you still pushed forward. And I think that was the biggest thing everybody saw. Because if I can be honest, I think you, like you said, you got in your own head and you were scared.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. But
Well, because like everyone was there, so
It makes you nervous, right? Everyone's watching, and
I think even you were being judged by Carol, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Coach Carol, and you had tears in your eyes. And she was like, it's okay, you've got this. And then she's like, sorry, Mom, but she's got this. I go, I know.
I was just trying not to like tear up, Just I was trying to like wipe it away.
I know. I saw
before-
you wipe the tears away between sets. That's what we say. You can cry, but you can't quit.
When I was in mid-judge and I saw you talking to your mom, I was like, who am I going to kill? And I'm
Carol,
like,
what did you say?
yeah, I'm like, you're doing good. 1, 2, and you're just talking to your mom, and I was like, who did it? And I will go in there and yell at them. And I think I went to your mom. I was like, what's going on? What happened? Who hurt her feelings? I will go.
So she hurt her own feelings and I can't snap her out of it. And I did something completely out of character because I was trying to like shock her out of it before we started. And not that I approve of it necessarily, but I was like, I'm going to use some profanity, so you're going to have to bleep this out. But I was like, come on, Catherine, stay with me. Let's fucking go. And I was like, and she was like, I'm not going to say it. And she just shook her head. And I was like, okay, what else do I do?
Yeah.
Like positive reinforcement, encouragement, shocked. I didn't know what to do. And you were on your own. So we just had to sit on the sidelines and you worked through it. You did it. But yeah, I was like, I have nothing in my mom tool belt for this.
I was gonna say it was kind of interesting to see it too, because I guess as an outsider looking in, like I did kind of sense of like a mom trying to be like, okay, what do I do here? But also like I want to see her grow and do her own thing. So like it was kind of like a step in, step out, step in, step out. And then I saw with Carol being like, oh my God, what do I do? I feel nervous. Like I need to pump her up. And then Catherine was obviously doing her own thing. But I loved how everyone started coming in because they knew that you needed support, and everyone just like went on a knee and started yelling for you. And I felt like that really pumped you up to go for it and do like more and more. And I was like, it's working.
When you were there, when Phoebe was there, when pretty much everyone, I swear I saw Chris like watching, and he did like his like little like head nod.
Nod of approval.
Yeah, nod of approval. And I was like,
that was big.
I'm doing it.
And then when the timer went off, and everyone just started like crowding me, and I felt so overwhelmed and happy. I was just like, oh my God.
I was like, you did that alright.
Right? You did amazing.
Was that your first like RX workout?
Yeah.
No, you're
the first one you did the RX too, remember?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You did the wall balls and the box jump overs, 14-pound wall ball.
I know.
So this was like your first time doing RX in an open then, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was her second RX.
No, but I mean like RX
The first
in general.
Oh,
like
I think so. I think actually, yeah.
That's what I'm referencing. This open, I did RX.
wow, Bala.
Yeah.
Growth.
You did
There
really
you go.
good. And you had the growth, so you were your percentile went up this year too.
Yeah.
And like we tell them, like it's if you can do most of the RX movement, try it. It's just showing you what you need to work on for the remainder of the year.
Yeah.
For your next open.
I think that's the growth when people ask about the open and they're like, well, I do it and I don't really get it and I don't know. And I remember being new too and they were explaining it to me like, and then you put your scores in and you see where you land. And I didn't until you see it and you're like, I get it. I see it now. That leaderboard helps you paint a larger picture because you're just every day, you're scheduling. You do your little bits and then your bigger bits. And then you've got your cycles of your workouts that you work on certain skills. But when the open comes, it adds a whole new flavor of here I am, here's what I have. And the wall balls took me out. Not my thing.
Oh, girl, everybody.
I've
never felt that awful after a workout.
There
ever.
was a couple people who were
In
like,
an open.
oh, what happened to Trisha and the wobbles? I was like, well, wobbles aren't her thing, man. And they're like, what do you mean? I was like, well, her setup, but that's her setup. And I was like, it just wasn't her.
It's not. I could have done so much better. And I remember texting you the next day. I was like, I'm not even sore. Yeah. Like, it wasn't even the repetitions. I just didn't do well. My heart, I don't know. I definitely need to work on cardio. I knew that was a piece of it. It was very poorly. I felt I did very poorly in the first one. But even others who did much better said they had other issues like neck pain and their throat
so
hurt.
many people with their throat. Yeah. And I was like, well, I didn't have that.
I didn't have that either.
I was tired. I was sore for a week. But so many people said that their throat hurt after that. And I was like,
weird.
Yeah, so it feels like it was just a weird workout for a lot of people.
Yeah, couplets they're either really nice, and the past couple of years, couplets have been nice. This couplet was kind of mean and kind of over couplets for the beginning.
We're traumatized.
I'm like, I'm kind of moving on. But yeah, to do wall balls and box is just a lot.
Oh, it was so bad.
And it's like if wall balls are not your thing, you just have a different setup.
I know. It's something to work on. Something to work on.
Because when I explain it, I go, she's basically blind throwing it.
And that's all it got me. It was all the no reps.
Yeah.
And
I felt so bad.
I know, but I wasn't even mad. I was like, yep, it was too low. Yep, it was like it just was.
Oh man.
Not trying to compare, Mom, but I was surprised I got like maybe 2 no reps with wall balls.
Girl, brag, because I saw you in that 14-pound wall ball. Yeah, I thought you killed it. I really did.
The box jumps though, because I think I did.
The step overs, yeah.
No, the box jumps. It was like the high.
Yeah, it was jumps, and then you had to do
that's
step
right. Yeah.
And it's like the highest. The high.
That's right.
The highest one. Or what?
Height.
Oh my god. And, you know, it was a little taller than what I'm used to. And I legit thought I was going to like fall on my face. But
Wow.
I thought you did really well.
I'm proud of myself. I did. But, you know, it's just in the moment, I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
It is really good.
So if you had to sum up who you are now after this Open in one word, what would it be? Loving it. The gears
I
are
was like, oh man, one word.
Improvement. Does that count?
Yeah, that totally counts.
Reinvigorated?
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's up?
I do, because I think after this, I kind of went, oh yeah, that's right. I want this. Like, it made me hungry again. And I felt like I had been working toward it. And that was the whole joke. I had a couple skills that I was like, okay, I need to get these skills. I know I need these double unders and things like that. So, and I had been improving and I was so ready to be like, I can face it. Something that usually takes me out. And then we didn't have any. I was like, oh, well.
I know. I was like, you just really got them. And then I was like, yes, you know they're going to be in the...
I was ready to spend 15 minutes getting 50 double unders if needed. I was like, I could do it. I knew I could, even if that's all I did in the workout. I was feeling more and more confident. I was getting better, so I was ready. And then, of course, I practiced my handstand walk, so I was kind of hopeful. So I was like, well, if they put something there, then I'll get that.
Yeah.
It'll be coming. I got to make it to the quarterfinals.
That's
That's what
the
next year.
semis, huh?
Some of
The
them,
semis,
yeah.
there we go.
Because it is, I think I was telling you about one year. One year we had handstand push-ups into a handstand walk. So it was when we were downtown.
That's awful.
It was deadlifts into handstand push-ups,
Oh my
and
gosh.
it would get heavier. And then your last one was the deadlift and then a handstand walk. Because for scaled, because I had to do scaled at the time, was what was it? Still deadlifts, but it was hand release push-ups. And then the last weight after that, you had to do bear crawl. Oh my gosh, that burned my shoulders and the hamstrings for the bear crawl. Because that was the Open that I came back from having Harper. So like I didn't have the deadlift strength or the handstand push-up back so quickly. So yeah, I was like, I wouldn't mind seeing that one again.
Except, yeah, I kind of wish the handstand push-ups would be after, because that would take me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I'll talk to Dave
Can you talk to Dave
Castro.
Castro for me?
Yeah, I'll talk to him and Adrian Bosman and be like, hey, so for next
We have
year,
some suggestions.
let's not do a couplet for the first one. Can we go back to maybe 4 weeks instead of 3 or 5? And we'd love to see handstand walks.
4 weeks would be nice. I'd like 4 weeks.
I would love, yeah.
5 does seem like a lot.
I loved it.
Did you really? That's like a
I
whole month, right?
absolutely
No, a
loved
little
it.
A
over.
little over.
Yeah.
That would be.
Well,
See, a month
sometimes
is fine.
I really enjoyed 5 weeks. I love a good test. Like if we have a test or a hard workout that we get graded on every Friday, I would love it. Yeah, I would love to have that.
Okay, you teacher's pet.
Yeah.
I can do it once a month. Yeah, I take the test once a month.
Or even something like that. I know that we have like benchmarks and we can have new PRs, but I really love like having that and putting it up against, even if it's everybody at the gym or even myself, you know, to see where I need to grow. Which on that note, like this Open, what did it tell you that you needed to work on for next season? Like let's not name 5 movements, but what is one movement that you want to be better at for next season? Catherine.
I'm not really sure. There's a lot.
What are a couple that you're like, no, this one I still need to practice?
I don't know.
Put you on the spot.
Okay, Trisha.
Well, we've already talked about my weakness with wall balls, but that's something they can easily obtain. I'll continue to work on some of the other skills. This Open, it showed me that I have definitely grown with just some of the more standard weights. And I think it was a reminder to incorporate them more frequently in my weekly workouts. To just make sure that I am pushing myself, so I'm not pushing myself just during the Open. I was like, oh, you can do it. So I was like, okay. So that always takes me in. And one of the things that I definitely wished I had, because I would have gotten farther, is strung together chest to bars. And in all honesty, just doing chest to bar singles, I have no complaints since it's a newer skill for me. But yeah, I was definitely like oh damn, now I want them strung together.
Yeah, you were floating. I was like, oh my God, look at it go.
Girl, even in that workout, I had to do singles.
Oh
Fair.
yeah, same.
Yeah,
Fair.
like from the lunges into the snatches, like my shoulders.
It's the smartest thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My shoulders were also really fried. I would have loved to do like 3s. And I think I did in the beginning like 2s or 3s. And then I looked at David and I was like, you can't do anything more. And he's like, just do singles. And every single I was like, so yeah, a lot of people had to do that. So I think it just depends on the rep scheme too.
That's true.
And you're gymnastic wise, I feel like you have like an upper hand compared to a lot of people. So
Catherine raised her hand.
I'm like, me too.
or feel more comfortable like upside down or with kipping.
She's also great at presses.
She is.
Oh, I
I'm
kind
always
of
like,
wished
oh
we
my
had
gosh.
presses.
Her upper
presses are
body strength
insane.
is very awesome. And then like her lower body strength is sneaky. Where I'm like, And then you do it
Did
and
not
I'm
expect
like,
that.
dang, that looks super easy.
I'm blushing. Stop.
Tell me more though.
Go on.
You were saying.
They're both great athletes and coachable, and that's what I love in a class. And they're just great to have around. But even like listening to like little tiny tidbits, you know, you guys try to enforce them as best as you can. So I think like with the Open, you guys grow in that aspect of it. I would have loved harder things for you. Because I did. I felt like this Open was anybody could do it. And burpees are hard for everybody and pull-ups are hard for everybody. But there was just like one movement I was like, man, I wish this would have been a little bit more spicier than this part. And I feel that you would have gained it because last year just felt more amazing than this year.
I rode on that cloud for ages because it had the handstand, it had the gymnastics in it. I was like, I got this guys. Don't worry. And so it didn't fatigue me the way it might fatigue others. And I was able to utilize that. And that's why I was able to get so far. So I definitely was like, this played to my strengths. Calling it out I think it's really important for athletes to set their own goals. Like I know with Catherine, you saying, yeah, I'll give it a shot. I'm going to do RX. It is huge because each workout, even no matter what the leaderboard says, no matter where you end up, you can kind of build your own expectation. And like, for example, I know I came in to do 26.3 and it was nothing like super fancy, nothing super special. But it was that the fatiguing up and down, burpees and, thrusters.
Yeah. And cleans.
But
you had burpees in between. That was basically
cleans
a
and
burpee
thrusters.
workout.
Yeah. And one of my goals was to go in and just go steady. I didn't want to take breaks. I didn't want to pause. I didn't want to be, and that one I did so much better there. Whereas the wall ball ones, I was the dying llama. This one, I just kept moving. And I was like, I did it. And by the end of it, I was like, oh, I don't even feel out of breath. Like I'm not, that sounds like ego. That's not what I meant. I was breathing hard. My heart rate was up, but I didn't like collapse. Good. I didn't have to collapse on the floor. Like I was like, I set a goal and I kept with it. And like, it just showed growth for myself. Listening to feedback from the coaches. And to add to feedback from coaches, I can't tell you how amazing it is, but also hard as it is as a parent of a teenager to watch your teenager listen to other people coach them. And I'm like, but I said that. So keep saying
feels that all the time.
Yep.
I feel that all the time. And I'm like, I literally just told you that, man.
I'm sorry.
But okay.
I love it. It's fine.
I'm like, guilty.
You're on your toes,
You and I are
Tracy.
on the
Like,
same team, Catherine. You and I are on the same team.
like, okay. Sometimes you have to hear it from a different parent, a different person. That's on you, but I know that I said it.
I was like, fine, listen if the gym auntie says it, not your mom. That's fine.
Oh, isn't she doing amazing? She did what I said.
That's great.
It's a good day.
Cross my arms. I'm going to go over here now. Just kidding.
The one day that you sent your kids without you.
Oh, yeah. Lessons learned.
And I was like, do you guys need me to text your parent? You want me to text your mom right now? Okay, then calm down.
They did put you to the
And
test.
with Ryan, I was like, Elijah, don't test Ryan. He has teenage boys. Don't do it. And Ryan after class was just like, thank you for saying that too. He's fine. They're just kids. You got to just know that they're kids.
We're siblings. We mess with each
That
other.
too. I remember one day I was like, okay, you guys have to go on the separate ends if you're not going to do this.
This is gonna happen.
You made them separate you. Don't embarrass me.
And then they're like, we won't. Or when Elijah was like, yeah, we're definitely staying after for that.
Yeah.
And then
the supplemental.
He went
She was like,
and she went like this. No. And I was like, I guess you're not saying Elijah bye.
Listen, it's hard for him to listen to me.
I get it. I didn't test that. I went, no, sister's done. I get it.
Choose your ride.
And yeah, I was like,
I would have just left him, being like, "All right, have fun."
I'm getting a smoothie. Bye.
yeah. I still have to coach 5:30. You want to hang out? No. I was like, I ain't
I
jumping
could
on
give you a
that.
ride
man.
after.
Yeah. I was like,
But you have to wait till after camp.
yeah. No, I literally was like, sister says no. It's a no.
Damn.
Yes.
You're like, I'm not getting involved
I'm
in
not
this.
gonna cross that right now.
That
I'm not gonna be like, Catherine, your brother really would no. Mm-mm. Pick your battles.
As an only child, I just cannot relate, Catherine.
Right.
I know.
That's why I said no, because I can't relate. I was like, oh no.
So
That's not on me.
yeah, sometimes you're like, "Why can't you two get along?" And I'm like, "We're siblings, okay? It's just in the books."
Look, I asked my husband, like, did you treat your sibling like this? He's like, I don't remember, or not this bad. And I'm like, and I wanted siblings. What do you mean not this bad?
I know.
All the single kids
Is it because
did.
they're,
I know.
I was like,
we all
is it
wanted
because
siblings.
they're like a girl and a boy and they're not the same sex? So
Right?
then
No,
can't relate?
No, my best friend has like so many sisters and brothers. She has a huge family, and it's the same. Honestly, it's just
Chaos.
Yeah. I was like,
especially when one of them is a twin. Then
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Robo.
that's another can of worms.
So we are going to go back to the question, what did the Open show that you might need to improve on or that you want to put more work into?
I don't know if this would count, but I guess to like go heavier on like weight wise, I know I did the RX, which I believe was 65 for the thrusters, and the 14-pound wall ball, which is still really cool and impressive. But this isn't even just for Open; it's for just going to the gym in general. Like I want to try to go like just little bits and pieces, a little bit heavier.
I feel like I saw you do that this week.
Oh, yeah.
We had a
This week-
barbell complex.
Oh yeah,
And
this week I definitely pushed it a lot.
yeah. And I don't know if it just seems like this Open gave you a little bit more fire.
Oh, yeah.
Like how Mom was talking about the one Open for fire, riding that wave of like, I did that. So it was really cool to see that you were doing it.
The Open definitely gave me like a confidence boost.
I love it. Now that we've talked about things you want to work on, what's one movement that used to terrify you last year that now you feel you're really good at?
Oh, terrified? I don't know if anything terrified me. I was just nervous.
Yeah.
Just first time nerves, I guess.
What's something that you're always happy to see come on the whiteboard?
Where you're like,
With the
ooh, I
movement.
like
Yes.
that.
Oh, and
Like a bike or a row.
oh no, rowing. I have fun rowing.
Yeah.
I like rowing. I guess any kind like back squats or even deadlifts. I do enjoy deadlifts. I think.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I can. Deadlifts are like a fun, like not like a fun, easy time, but I know I can go like a little bit more like heavier on deadlifts.
True.
You like to see those bigger numbers.
Oh yeah,
Everybody, you get new members or even like older members who are like, my favorite lift is a deadlift. And I'm like, it's because you can see those numbers go so much faster. It is also the lift that will hurt you first.
True.
And not apologize.
Shh, my ego's listening. Shh.
my favorite lift is the back squat, and
Yeah.
I can go heavy on back squat. I don't exactly remember what my RX is, but I feel like I should try to focus on the front squat because I like the front squat, but it's just not my best.
Front squat is harder. All that weight's in the front, and that's into your lifts.
Yeah, and like I'm trying to like lift my elbows up, and it's more difficult.
It is.
Yeah,
Mobility work. That's very important.
A big one.
We've heard this.
Like when you catch a clean, that's your front squat. If you want to go into a squat clean,
Yeah.
Thrusters have a front squat in them.
Yeah, and like and every coach is like higher elbows. I'm like, I'm trying.
You're young. You should have higher elbows than most of us.
I think she does, but every once in a while still. You get fatigued, and that's the first thing that falls.
It is the fatigue.
Oh, yeah.
It is I'm tired, I'm trying to move, and they're like, higher elbows, and I'm like...
Or is that, when we say higher elbows, do we say Katherine higher elbows, or do you just hear us say that mid-class?
Oh.
Because sometimes when we say it mid-class, we might be by you, but a lot of us will say it
most of the
to everybody,
and everybody thinks it's them.
That's true.
I think only like a few times you actually specifically said my name.
Oh yeah, I'll use your name.
Yeah, use my name. Coach Andrew does it. Trisha, elbows.
Chris does it. And not even with like the front squats. They're just sometimes he's like, Katherine, flatten your back. Flatten back.
there are times where you're like, do this, and she like. I shouldn't say you, like anybody that I just stop right next to, I'm like, hey, do this. And then they try. And then I'm like, okay, now do this. Posture. And I'm like, wait, we lost this now. So go back to this. And I'm like, no, it's just work on that.
And they're all twerking.
Yeah. Because I'm like, wait a minute, you lost what I asked you to get to. Nope. There we go. How is your back doing that? Hinge. Or I'll be like, hinge. And then she'll be like,
we all have our things, huh?
Yeah. But she tries all the time, and that's all that makes me happy.
I try, and I like try to take like excuse me, criticism. If I try to like stay positive. I try
life skills.
Perfect. Feedback. I try not to get not frustrated. I don't get frustrated, but I'm just like trying to I'm like, I know. I know these things. Why can't I just do it?
It's so much to think about though when you're trying to do it. It's just like, okay, keep it straight, shoulders back, posture right, knees over the bar, and then it's like, it's a lot.
And I'm not upset if any coach is like reminds me of something. Obviously, it's just like, oh yeah, right. I have to keep my shoulders back.
And we all have that. Like when I lift, like people give me those one-worded pointers, so it's fun to see when I'm like, hinge, and then you do it, compared to if I'm like, no, do like breaking it apart. Like now like those one words, and whether I'm saying it to you or somebody else, that blinks. Well, maybe she's talking to me, so I have to do it a little bit more. That's one thing they teach us in 101. Maybe if you say it out loud, people think it's them that you're talking to, and then you use their name if they're not fully registering, because there are times I'm like, that's definitely not me, and then they'll be like, that's you. And I'm like, oh, I thought okay.
Well, it works on me because if I hear it, I'm like, okay, yep.
Yeah, it's a good reminder. Oh, let me think. Where am I? What am I doing? Thing that I'm excited. Is that the question? That was the things that we're really excited we like to do. What doesn't scare us? What excites me or doesn't scare me?
She's like, nothing.
I know.
Obviously, handstand.
I like upper body, so I like inverted. I like the handstands. The push-ups are okay, although I do sometimes worry about my neck. So I'm still
the coming down.
The coming down.
Yeah, I'm like, what if I just?
This will be over quick. I like bar work. That's probably passed from the gymnastics. Definitely a goal that I think I could probably put some extra hours of work in to do some more focus. I would love to get a bar muscle up. Which is totally doable.
Yeah.
I think I gotta put the work in.
You just gotta connect everything.
I know, exactly.
That's it. There's a lot of us in that car.
Yeah. So
I know something that was really exciting for Catherine this week. Candlesticks.
Oh, yeah, that was exciting. I was upside down and I came down. She's like, Mom, did you see that? No.
I think she was upside down too. Yeah, it was hilarious when she literally comes out and she has this big, huge smile. She's like, oh my God, Mom, did you see that? And she's literally coming down. She's like, nope. Doing it.
That was fun. See, the upside down. You are an adrenaline junkie, though. So I think it was the blood going to your head. You're like, wee.
And I'm like, it scares me more to be that close to the ground compared to the higher one.
I almost thought of moving the rings up because I was like, not a lot of room here for you to flail.
I didn't even think about that.
And I was like, I like the higher rings for this than the other one.
I'm going to go in the middle. The tall ones. What are you doing?
I would have been fine with it because I was like, I feel what she needs right now. Because it is like that. My head's so close to the ground. If I just let go of these rings.
I don't feel, I'm just upside down.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was really
Every
fun.
time she came out.
It's a big old smile.
And I was like, you're really excited. And she's like, I just like it because I'm or something
so
like
cool,
that.
yeah.
But it's just the adrenaline, okay?
Yeah.
If I get a rush.
Oh yeah, she's like, I got a rush of adrenaline, and I was like, okay. You just seemed happy to be upside down.
That's me with roller coasters or any like big ride, you know.
Yeah.
See, you can get that in the gym.
You're just gonna see us working on rings like for hours.
You
Still over
candlesticking
there.
I
away.
had to record her next time because it was just like every time she'd come down.
I do like the workouts with the ring rows. They're always
I
so
do
fun.
like ring stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't mind.
we do need more of that.
Yeah, I agree.
It was fun.
You know the other workouts I like? Push-ups. Any workout that incorporates.
Yeah.
I really do like push-ups.
No, can't agree.
I have a very fond memory. Joycey, you and I did a partner workout. I don't know, it was a Saturday workout or a holiday workout. And it was some obscene amount. And I did more push-ups in that one. And I know we broke them up, but I was like, this is amazing. And I was like, I love push-ups. And that was like 2 years ago. I don't even remember. But I have a very
Vivid picture of that.
very positive memory of, I forget all the movements, but one of them was, and I remember doing them. And then you would just knock them out. And I'm like, all right. And here I am with my 3.
Girl,
You do 5. And I was like, I love this. This is fun.
Yeah,
The
you
fights,
do
I like
really
push-ups.
good with
I like
push-ups.
it.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a lot of upper body strength that you
she's
do.
Strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then people have the audacity, it's because you have boobs. You don't have to go as far as I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm pretty sure I'm getting to depth, but okay. I've had multiple people make comments. I was like, look, they get me out of a lot. Not everything.
Yeah.
I'm still doing a push-up.
Be like, it's not my fault. I'm blessed. I feel like everyone else has cheated. I have to go really low. It's so hard for me.
But no rep.
That'd be funny, actually. Oh, my cheeks.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
No, that's my favorite thing to do.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
While you're looking through yours, with your weightlifting journey, and I know you did the Open and that you did it as well last year. How did you feel with everything?
I felt really good. I sucked this year. My percentile went down, which is fine. Because I wasn't really... I was planning on doing the Open and I was planning on doing it for fun anyways because I had to do my programming. That was one thing that was discussed, that my programming had to be done that day before I did the workout. So those days I was lifting heavies and continuously lifting heavy. So I was a little bit tired. The wall ball one killed my quads from the beginning. I should have done a different pace with it. I was doing sets of 10. I should have done sets of 5. I just decided to be like, okay, well, what's your priority? Is your priority the Open or is it weightlifting? Because I also don't want to get hurt. So I just kept moving on a lot of the workouts. There was a lot of times also that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm really proud because I thought my cardio would be really, really bad. It was bad, but it wasn't the worst that it's been like when I've taken time off. It also taught me to like should have had better snacks. I was just excited to do the open workouts too. Like I was like, okay, like once you get this done, you get to go do the open workouts, and they're gonna suck, but they're gonna suck really good in my book. I was just excited to do them. And I really liked doing the last one at the end. I think I did that last year too, where Mary, myself, and Emily, we did it before, like as people were coming in, and I liked doing it with a crowd. When I have to do it, you know, by myself or just not a lot of people are there, I don't really push myself as much as I probably should. And I really like doing that. I enjoyed it. It's different in the mindset of I was just doing it for fun compared to being competitive. But then I saw that competitive mind of, oh, what could I have done better to be in the quarterfinals? Because I didn't push as much, I didn't try as hard, and I didn't finish. Like the second one, I didn't finish my snatches to have like a tie break time for the rings. So each one was off, but next year I would love to shoot for the quarterfinals. And also, even if like I'm lifting, would love to train my body in heavy lifting and doing a hard workout. I feel like that just made me happy to do. And it sucked, but it was like a happy suck.
I know you were traveling, but when I saw them, I was like, or at least when I saw 26 I was like, oh, this was made for Joycey. Every single one, I was like, oh, she's going to kill it. Oh my goodness, they're like, made for her. Like immediately you rose to the top. So I was not even surprised on your outcome. I was like,
I feel like the first time they introduced quarterfinals to the top 25%, that was another year that I was like, these were all made for Joycey. And I was like, and I suck at all of these.
It was beautiful. I was like, she's just going to move through them at a like blistering pace.
Some years you just get lucky.
There's also like your cardio, and you push with somebody next to you also.
I do.
Whether they, I felt so bad for Joe, but yeah. I was like,
that's what you get for not sticking with your plan, bro.
Yep.
Yeah. It was a rough one. A lot of them we capped, I feel, too. And I was just like, oh, man.
Did the workout. I was like, okay, Joycey's going to kill it in this part. Trisha will do really good in this part. Like, it's just some things that, as a coach, Katherine killed it in the thrusters for herself.
Yes.
To just keep an eye out. And like when we do it, we also are like, okay, well then tell them to do this. Dave's really good at that too. Like if he does a workout, he would be like, okay, this is how you should attack it. You know?
Yeah. And then I watched him do the workout. I was like, I can't believe I take advice from you. Did you see the video of his bar muscle ups?
Oh, yeah.
It was so smooth, like butter.
Yeah.
I know. He's like, I'm really good at those. He's like, I think I'm going to kill it. And I was like, I guess we should close it off because we're totally going on tangents.
We're filling in the gaps.
Yeah. All right. You want me to do the closing?
Go for it.
Okay. The Open showed you exactly what you were great at and what you still need to work out. With these two ladies, it really showed how inspiring they are and what they're planning on doing for the next Open and what the Open really is. Trisha reminded us why we do it, right? And what it helps with. So anybody who's questioning it this year should really try it next year. All right? It really does push you, helps you to grow in every aspect, and you're not just competing against your gym folks. You get to compete against everybody and see your percentile. So remember that. And with that being said, what's your next move going to be after this Open and quarterfinals? Are we going to work on something? Are we going to see more of you guys on Saturday working on things or asking coaches, what do I work on for the next Open? And when we go over that, we have our goals. We don't want to have 20 goals. We want to pick one thing to work on, check that off, go to the next. All right. If you guys have an episode that you want us to deep dive into, don't forget to email us or DM us on Instagram. If you have an affiliate that you go to that's the absolute best, or an affiliate owner, please reach out to us for an affiliate segment. We'd love to come visit you, interview you, you guys and your athletes see what you're doing for your community and see what your community thinks about you. So our email is savagelyscaled, 1 at gmail, and our Instagram is at savagelyscaled. Remember though, don't be a Karen.
Be a Sharon.
And keep sharing. It really does help. And until
we meet
at the whiteboard again. Bye. Recorded.